Hello, everyone. For this assignment, I selected the article Political Propriety Increases Trust in Government, Evidence from Randomized Survey Experiments by Martin, Orr, Python, and Fugler, published in 2020. This study examines whether information about government honesty and unethical behavior affects citizens' trust in government. The study relates to my research proposal because I am interested in how perceptions of government misconduct influence citizens' confidence and trust in democratic institutions. Martin investigates whether learning about political propriety, increased integrity, or misconduct changes how citizens evaluate government. The authors present their findings using bar graphs, specifically in their figures comparing levels of trust among participants who received different experimental treatments. The graphs display the average level of political trust for participants who were exposed to different types of information about government behavior. The authors followed effective graphing practices because the figures clearly identify the groups being compared, include labels for the variables, and allow readers to easily see the difference between the treatment groups. The inclusion of confidence intervals is also important because it shows whether the difference between groups are likely meaningful or could have occurred by chance. For example, the graphs show how the participants who received information emphasizing political integrity report higher levels of trust compared to the participants who received neutral information. This allows readers to visualize that and understand the relationship the researchers are testing. The researchers' main research question was whether information about political propriety affects trust in government. The research hypothesis is exposure to information about government honesty and integrity will increase citizens' trust in government. The null hypothesis is exposure to information about government trust and integrity will not have significantly affected citizens' trust in government. The authors test these hypotheses by randomly assigning survey participants to different information conditions and measuring whether their levels of political trust change. In the methodology section, Martin explains that they use randomized survey experiments and analyze the results using the ordinary least square regression models. The statistical test used to determine whether the experiment treatment significantly affect the political trust was the t-test for regression coefficients. This test examines whether the estimated effect of the treatment is significantly different from zero. The authors used the t-distribution as the sampling distribution when calculating the statistical significance because they are estimating effects from a sample and testing whether those effects can be generalized to a large population. Overall, Martin's study provides evidence that perceptions of government integrity and ethical behavior influence political trust. The study is useful for my research because it demonstrates how government actions and citizen perception of misconduct can shape confidence in democratic institutions. Thank you.